In a world obsessed with relationships, approval, and constant validation, the man who walks alone is often misunderstood. Whispers follow him, questions about why he's still single or assumptions that something must be wrong. But what society overlooks is that his solitude isn't a flaw, it's his greatest asset. While others chase love, attention, or acceptance, he chooses a higher path. He doesn't isolate to escape life, but to master it. This isn't loneliness. This is ascension. Breaking society's illusion from childhood, men are fed a singular narrative: find a partner, get married, settle down. It's presented as the only route to fulfillment. But for the Stoic man, this is nothing more than a distraction, a script designed to keep him from tapping into his full potential. He doesn't reject love out of bitterness, he simply refuses to define himself by it. In solitude, he hears a different voice, not society's, not a partner's, but his own. And that voice doesn't plead or question, it commands. The alchemy of solitude: when a man embraces being alone, he gains something most never will: time, clarity, and undivided attention. Without emotional turbulence, drama, or performance, he channels his energy inward. He reads. He trains. He builds. He evolves. What once felt like emptiness becomes sacred discipline. The craving for companionship is replaced with a hunger for growth. Solitude, once feared, becomes a forge where distraction turns into direction and silence becomes a sanctuary. Emotional immunity. The shield of the Stoic: many fall apart when love fails. But the man who has walked the long road of solitude has already faced the void and survived. Rejection doesn't shake him. Emotional manipulation doesn't touch him. He's made peace with himself, and in doing so, he becomes immune to the tactics that destabilize others. This emotional sovereignty is intimidating. He doesn't seek affection as a crutch, he is whole by design. His presence speaks volumes without ever needing to prove a thing. A psychological rebirth. While others spend years entangled in toxic relationships, the single man writes his own legend. He trades emotional cravings for spiritual growth. He learns to say no with calm certainty. His worth isn't based on approval from others, it's forged through action, consistency, and self-respect. He no longer waits to be chosen. He chooses himself every day. And with that choice, he walks like a king, not because he was told he is great, but because he made himself that way. From need to power, one of the most transformative shifts occurs when a man stops needing external validation. No longer desperate for approval or recognition, he stops chasing, stops bending. This quiet strength is magnetic. People notice. Women become curious, not because of his appearance or wealth, but because of his calm, unwavering energy. He doesn't thirst for attention. He's quenched that thirst with purpose. This isn't detachment, it's liberation. The aura of the unchained man. Ironically, the more a man walks alone, the more his presence draws others in. It's not what he says, it's what he doesn't need to say. He doesn't broadcast his worth. His stillness speaks for him. He gives energy sparingly, listens more than he speaks, and when he does speak, his words land like thunder. Women are drawn to the mystery, the calm, the unshakable strength. He isn't trying to impress, he's already found what others are still searching for: self-respect, clarity, power. Becoming the man, not the boy. He is no longer the boy craving to be needed. He is the man who stands alone, unbothered, untamed, unconquered. Being single was never about waiting for someone else to arrive. It was always about becoming someone worth arriving to. And now that he's become that man, he won't attract just anyone. He'll attract those capable of matching his fire, his purpose, his depth. He's not here to be liked. He's here to lead. The Stoic's truth: each moment spent in solitude isn't wasted, it's invested. While the world parties, he builds. While others chase, he aligns. While they beg, he detaches. And when the world finally notices, they won't see the man they once overlooked, they'll see the man they can't control. Because he's no longer waiting. He's rising. And as he rises, the world grows quieter. But in that silence, he finds his true power. The Stoic path isn't easy, but it is transformational. He conquers who conquers himself. As Epictetus said, True power comes not from controlling others, but from mastering the self. If you're walking alone right now, stay the course. The world will feel your presence before you even enter the room. This is the truth few dare to speak, but every Stoic knows deep within. Solitude doesn't weaken a man. It reveals who he truly is.